MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Atlanta Braves and the Chicago Cubs. The Cubs will try to wrap up the three-game series sweep, and we'll have it for you next. Sam Higawa is the man towing the rubber for the Cubs in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, in a day and age where runs are scored at an alarming rate, this guy's been pretty rock solid. Last three starts, ERA under 2.00. Not an easy thing to do, and you'll know if he's on early. If he's good and on point in the first inning, that usually means he's going to be rock solid throughout the rest of the game.
Stepping in, Joe Gutierrez. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball one. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, they come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won
a diving effort as it's off his glove. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single.
Hey, I know everybody was on their toes right there from the pitcher to the defensive side. Leadoff hitters are known for this. Find ways to beat the ball into the ground and beat it out and get on base. Now they have to keep him in check. Let's see if they hold the runner close.
At the plate, Omar Rodriguez. No balls and one strike. Here comes the 0-1. Didn't quite catch the zone there, ball one. Now time to list the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Jerry Hillsdale.
D-Row, Jerry Hillsdale might be one of the more solid everyday umpires in the league right now.
Yeah, I think he's one of the best in the business, Dan. High praise all around. You go into both meetings with the managers, and what do? They rave about Jerry Hillsdale.
Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
Oh, double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3, and they turn the double play.
Batting third, the left fielder, Barry Bonds.
Now to the plate, Barry Bonds. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
First delivery to him on the way. And he'll power in a fastball, that time at 94 for strike one. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Now that's popped up. Santiago is there. And that retires the side. Braves go down quietly. Now the Cubbies will get their first crack. No score. Anthony Sparks starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
In now, J.C. Embry. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. The pitch. Guys, one of D-Row's former employers, the Braves, as they begin play here this afternoon. They come in trying to bounce back from a loss last time out, but they've been in good form lately, 5-2 over their last 7.
Yeah, Matty, this is why we do what we do. 2 first-place teams going to go at it today. Don't know how this is going to shake out. Is this playoff baseball? Come early a little bit. Interested to see how the managers go about it. We got some stars out on the field today.
The 1-2.
Nope, up there.
This is popped up, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. Drilled down the line, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. And now pitch on the way. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Great spot on that 2-2 fastball. You can't place it on the inside corner any better than that. As a hitter, there's just not a whole lot you can do with that unless you're looking for it and time it just right. Love seeing a guy that can work the inside with his fastball.
Into the box now, Freddie Santiago. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. In his career, Santiago has a batting line residing in the 290s, looking to boost that even higher here. 2-0 now. Too tight with that one. 3-0. Line towards center field. Oh, and this deflects right off him.
That's what you want the guys at the top of the order to do. Set the table for the monsters. 3, 4, 5. Nice piece of hit.
Pete Armstrong.
Digging in, Pete Armstrong looking to stay hot. He's been a real threat at the plate the last week or so. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
And it's fouled away. Santiago stands at first with 1 out. And he misses. 2-1. Lays off the split finger that time. 3-1.
We're seeing a good AB here from the 3-hole hitter. If he can work a walk or pick up a hit here, he's going to put that cleanup guy in a really good position to do some damage in this first inning.
He pulls this one high and deep to right center field, and it's gone. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. 4th home run for him on the season, as the Cubs are out in front now 2-0.
What a way to start this one off. Scoreless top of the frame, and you answer with a bomb in the bottom of the first.
So stepping in, Sammy Sosa. And you see what he's done in recent action. Obviously seeing the ball well right now. First delivery to him on the way.
Ball 1.
1 out, nobody on. Blowing away as he misses again. 2-0.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive, not being very aggressive right now.
Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, but this is back into the seats, a foul ball. Now the 2-1. And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now, 3-2.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
And he goes with the slider here as that misses in tight. It's ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
So striding in, Sito Suzuki. He went deep in the contest last night. First offering on its way.
Inside, ball 1.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed, strike 1.
Some guys are great low ball hitters, but most guys, especially guys with pop like this, they're hunting for the ball belt high and above. So that was a nicely spotted fastball down in the zone.
And they'll turn to the slider here, and it just misses. 2-1 now. Now a move over to first, and he'll dive back in safely. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Count even at 2-2. Slow roller down the third baseline. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash.
Batting fifth, the catcher, Jesse Padilla.
Ready now, Jesse Padilla. And a great chance here for the Cubbies to add on in just the first inning. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
1-0.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Coming up now on 30 pitches in the inning. And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle. Now the 2-1 is laid off of for ball number 3.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game, or he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
Digging in, Jason Kipnis, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. From the belt, the pitch. The 0-1 delivery.
Nope. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Just off the inside corner, taken for a ball.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Taken high and deep to right. A ball that's carrying. And he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. 2 for the Cubs in the inning on the strength of this 2-run home run. Second inning coming up. It's now 2-0 Chicago. Second inning coming up in Chicago. And with more on the weather forecast, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I am hearing that heavier rain is expected to pass through the ballpark at some point later in the game. The umpiring crew would, of course, like to get this one in uninterrupted, but it is possible that we could be looking at some sort of a delay if they determine the weather is impacting the play on the field.
All right, Heidi, thanks. We'll hope for the best, of course, but guys, you have to assume these players are probably going to be impacted by this weather at least a little.
Yeah, Matty, 100% it's going to be bothersome. They're going to have to watch their spikes. They're going to have to maybe gather themselves to get that extra grip on the baseball. But from a position player standpoint, you just can't lose focus. Starting pitchers are the ones that are going to have the most problems with it.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Today's ball game provides the Cubbies with a chance to end the series on a very high note, of course. A win completes the sweep.
You know, and it's not an easy thing to complete a sweep, particularly in this day and age where the games and the teams are so competitive. So a sweep at home would be extra special.
That is fifth. The first baseman, Doug Taylor.
Stepping in for the Braves, Doug Taylor. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here it comes. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger. And one thing that would certainly help their cause in going for the sweep is if they can break out the big bats like they did yesterday. Several home runs in that ball game.
It's not easy to hit home runs with this day and age with guys throwing with increased velocity. They were knocking the ball out of the ballpark all day yesterday. They'd like to save a couple of those and use them in this game today.
Swing and a miss on the heater, and it's 2-1. And it certainly helps when you're throwing your ace on the mound in the series finale. Can't ask for much more than that.
One of the keys when you show up to the ballpark and you're going for a sweep, you look at that lineup card, you see your ace pitcher is on the mound. You have to feel awfully good about your chances to complete the sweep.
Center fielder giving chase. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Batting fifth, the second baseman, Lorenzo Montoya.
Standing in, Lorenzo Montoya. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And there's a strike right down the heart of the plate. 0-1. The Cubbies put up a big number in the runs column yesterday, so a repeat of that would certainly help their efforts in going for this sweep here today.
This one isn't in the books yet, but when you're going for the sweep and you have a nice lead like they do early on here.
1 sec as that ball is into the gap in right center. Should be good for at least 2 bases. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
Hey, after that hit right there, D-Roll, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
So now to the plate, Bryant Light, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. The average sitting right at 270 on the year. 3 homers and an even 20 RBIs. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Light is just shy of 6 feet at 5'11", a right-handed batter and thrower. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Ryan Buckner.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First pitch coming, here it is. A ball and no strikes. Now a big swing, and this ball is crushed out to deep center field. Into the bleachers and gone. So it's a solo shot to dead center. 7 home runs for him on the year now, and the Cubs have taken a 3-0 lead.
Wow, talk about a guy getting hot, right? Hits a bomb, hit one yesterday. Usually when he gets hot, he starts to hit them in bunches, and this could be the beginning of a very, very good hot streak.
In now, Sam Igawa, as he sends it on the ground to first. Reined in. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
The batter, number 7, second baseman, J.C. Embry.
Coming to the plate now, J.C. Embry. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Here's the first pitch to him. And this is taken outside for ball 1.
Wow, that's 40 pitches for him already. This doesn't have the makings of a start that he's going to go very deep.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
And he watches this one in there for a high strike. And he fouls this one off. Swing and a line drive, but this will land foul as he didn't miss by much.
I think for every player, for every former player, that swing right there is the reason we need to extend the netting without question. Want the fans to be safe.
Here's another 2-2. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
Into the box, Freddie Santiago, as he will swing at the first pitch and line this one into left center, and that's going to get down for extra bases.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Digging in now, Pete Armstrong, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. From the stretch. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
Man, I really like the way this lineup is making this guy work today. You're going to see the bullpen getting going here soon.
The 0-1 pitch. This is on the ground over to first. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
You know, that's sort of a tough one since it's only the second inning, but I think it's about knowing your pitcher and how they respond. He's had some struggles here, so I think he's just reminding him to let those go and focus on the next batter.
To the plate now, Sammy Sosa.
And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right.
2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. Throw over to the bag, and the runner back in standing. Runners on first and third, 2 away. And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike.
And you know, the heavy stuff has finally arrived. This has got to be the hardest rain we've seen all afternoon.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Armstrong is on his way home. He scores as they push the lead to 5 now.
Man, if I was on the mound, I would not let this guy hurt me. He's been tearing the cover off the ball the entire series, and he drives 2 more in right here.
He is definitely a man on a mission, and he's making a huge impact. Here comes the Braves manager out as he'll take that slow walk toward the mound. And he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart early here this afternoon, as he just never got into any kind of groove out there. Derek Shepard is going to come on in relief now, and he may be asked to eat several innings as this game is just still really getting underway.
Shepard.
At the plate now, Sito Suzuki, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Comes set, and the 0-1.
1-1. Get down 1-1.
And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. From the belt, the pitch. Line drive to center field. And that's in there. Base hit. And not in time as the run scores.
You know who's the happiest man in the building right now? His starting pitcher. He's got a big old smile on his face. He knows he has a 6-run lead here in the early going to work with. You can't let that take away your edge, though.
Stepping in now, Jesse Padilla, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. The 1-0 home is taken, strike 1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. 4 runs here in this half inning. 2-2 to the Cubs catcher. Throw over to first. Don't want to forget about him. 2-2 count. Here it comes. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted high and deep.
And gone into the right field bleachers.
So it's a 2-run shot to right center. Home run number 5 on the year as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Digging in to try it again, Jason Kipnis. He flew out in his last at-bat. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Kipnis, certainly a versatile middle infielder, playing shortstop today despite being a second baseman naturally.
Yeah, he's a premium defender. It doesn't matter. Anything that's in his vicinity, right or left of him, 5 steps either way, is getting vacuumed up. So they trust this guy's glove in a premium spot no matter where he's playing.
Chopper to short. Barehanded at his knees. It's there. He got him. But they managed to bat around as 9 men come to the plate and 6 of them score. We played 2 full. The Cubbies are in front 8-0.
Welcome back to Wrigley Field, home of the Cubs, who've proven to have one of the best pitching staffs in baseball this year. Coming into the day, they rank first in the league in both ERA and strikeouts, a combination that has opposing lineups searching for answers. One member of the staff told me, "It's a special group of guys. I've never been on a pitching staff that's so dominant top to bottom, and I've been on some pretty good ones." Now, one of the hitters on the team told me, "I'm relieved I get to stand behind them and play defense instead of staring them down in the box. That can't be fun." Matt, back to you.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Johnny Nunez is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Soft liner towards first, but no problem at first, and that's the first out.
Batting 9, the pitcher, Derek Shepherd.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Derek Shepherd. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Suzuki is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
The batter, the right fielder, Joe Gutierrez.
Digging in, Joe Gutierrez. Here's the first pitch to him. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A ball and a strike now to the Atlanta leadoff man. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
Even though he was fooled in the box right there by that pitch, he was able to keep his hands back, not overcommit, and stay in this at bat.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. The 3-1. A swing and a miss, and that'll fill the count at 3-2. 2 out, nobody on. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They're on the short end of an 8-0 score. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago, back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said they're doing an excellent job with pitch selection, meaning they're swinging at the right pitches and doing damage with them. The numbers back that up. 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet, guys.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Ready for another chance? Ryan Buckner. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
1 ball, no strikes the count. Now the 1-0. Line drive, base hit into the left center field gap. The throw into second.
So with your pitcher due up next, you can either have him bunt, or you can even think about having him show bunt to draw the corners in and then let him swing away. Depends on how much confidence they have in him with a bat in his hands.
At the plate, Igawa, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. On a great pitch there, caught him reaching. It's 1-1. No one out with a runner at second. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Right back into a good hitter's count now after what was a pretty dreadful second inning. He's got to start throwing a lot more strikes. Quality strikes would help too.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Swinging a soft liner. That's in there. Base hit.
You know, D-Row, coming from a guy that made his living throwing a baseball, anytime a pitcher gets a base hit, I know that wasn't hit hard, but it's going to go down as a bullet in the scorebook.
Yeah, 100%. I know it's frustrating to watch the opposing pitcher get a knock, kind of the knock you expected. But you know what? He put the ball in play. Now he causes a problem.
J.C. Embry is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Ready with the 1-0. That misses. 2-0.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
The 2-0.
Hey.
And here's a fastball taken too low, and he works the count to 3-1.
Hey, the bullpen needs to step up in this situation. I got to believe the manager was hoping for way more than this.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. A payoff pitch one more time. Got him! And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
Standing in now, Freddie Santiago, as he'll take a look at a high strike here on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Runners are at first and second with one away. Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball one. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Bonds will drift over to his right a few steps as he takes it for the second out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Pete Armstrong.
Ready once again, Pete Armstrong. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. He's set and the pitch. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this will be a foul ball. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. 2 down, runners at first and second. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball? Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Fouled away. Swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Cubs strand a couple as the lead holds at 8-0. All set for the start of the fourth. And digging in is the outfielder, Omar Rodriguez.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Fouled off. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Hey. 1-2 now. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Nice 2-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
In now, Barry Bonds, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's the pitch. Not cheated on that swing, but the splitters by him. 0-2.
0-2 count. You could do just about anything you want right now. Up, down, in, out, hard, soft. Good time to be a pitcher.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2.
No better way to minimize the potential damage a cleanup hitter can do than to strike out both guys in front of him. Always a confidence boost when you can sit down the guys at the top of the lineup.
Into the box, Lon Rogers, as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now the 1-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
No runs, 2 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Into the corner and slicing foul. The 2-1. Hits this one hard the other way. Fielded cleanly, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Braves. Still 8-0. Ready for another shot now. Sammy Sosa. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at-bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch.
That fastball really got away from him there. That's kind of a red flag for me that he's starting to tire or wear down a little bit. The first thing that goes is location, and then your mechanics. We'll see if this continues.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Center fielder going back. That's out of here as it trims the bushes. So it's a solo shot to dead center. 8th home run on the season for him as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now. And we've seen 4 round trippers from these guys so far. Dan, D-Row, what do you make of all this?
Matty V, D-Row, I don't know what you think, but this is like crazy. 4th round tripper of the game so far.
They're missing over the heart of the plate, not using the quadrants. In the hitters meeting, they focused on this stuff. They thought these guys could miss middle, and that's exactly what's happening.
Sito Suzuki is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. And now a pitch on the way. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Stays alive, still 0-2. Bases are empty here, nobody out. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
He started this guy backwards, couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
Full count now. Now the 3-2 pitch. And it's fouled away. They'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
The catcher, number 3, Jesse Padilla.
Ready to take his hacks again, Jesse Padilla, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
We all know this guy's a real good fastball hitter. We saw how far he could hit one. He got a fastball that he liked, and he turned that thing around, and it got out of here in a hurry.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
Nope.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2. Here it comes.
That was another good pitch and a tough call that could have gone either way. He couldn't get him to bite on it again, so the count's gone from 0-2 to 3-2.
1 out, nobody on. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Right fielder coming on. Lays out, and he's got it. A great play for out number 2.
Taking another look at it, the ball has some topspin on it, but he's on the full run and dives to make the catch. Nice defensive play right there.
Striding in once again, Jason Kipnis. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
You can bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
Now the 0-1. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Outside, 2-1.
They're going to probably stay away from this guy. He's got so much power, you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate. But I think when pitchers try to be too cute on that outside corner, they might leak one a little bit inside, and this is where that guy would jump on it.
This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Cubs tack on another courtesy of this solo home run. We're through 4. It's the Cubs 9 and the Braves nothing. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Braves to discuss his thoughts on Atlanta's lineup so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Standing in, Doug Taylor comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one. Mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown the first pitch strike to.
Swing and a miss on what appeared to be the palm ball. It's 1-2.
Hey, I can understand this batter's frustration right here. He's trying to be aggressive and get something going for his team. They're getting shut out in the 5th inning, but that's exactly why they're getting shut out. You need to keyhole and stay on the attack and make this pitcher come in the middle of the plate.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you see, he's up near the top, currently tied for second in that category in the National League. At the plate, Lorenzo Montoya. Here comes the first pitch.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Boy, they've been just getting shut down right here. Been a while since they've even had a runner on. So I think it's time to start looking for ways to make some things happen. Drop a bunt, get up on the plate, something.
Nope.
2-0.
Hey, after the double at his first at bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
Bases are empty, one man out. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. And the pitch.
Outside, that's the ball.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
The 3-1 pitch. Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. One out, nobody on. Again, he sends it out of play. Once again, a 3-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And this will be taken in out there just a few steps in front of the track, and there are 2 away now. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the 5th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And we find that this pitching staff currently leads the NL in that department. So coming to the plate, Bryant Light. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a 2-seamer inside to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Hit out towards second. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They're looking up at a 9-0 deficit. Chris Gallegos gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. At the plate, Ryan Buckner. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead.
Buckner.
Now the pitch. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. That's inside. 2-0. Now the pitch. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
You can bet they love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
3 balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
3-1. Hit back up the middle. And there's one down now.
Now batting, the pitcher, Igawa.
So here now's the pitcher, Igawa, a hit in 2 tries so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Now it looks like the Braves are going to get a lefty up and throwing in their bullpen. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Cubs pitcher at the plate, trailing with a 1-2 count. Bases are empty, 1 man out. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
The 2-2. Line drive to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the lineup card turns over with 1 away following the base hit out of the pitcher's spot.
He came to play today, not just only on the bump right there. He's thrown the ball well, but on the offensive side of the ball, he's able to contribute and help this offense put itself in position to score some more runs.
Here's the first pitch to him. J.C. Embry comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
After falling down 0-2 on the same pitch, don't be shocked if he triples up on it.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
Wow, he's just a lost cause in this one. That's the 4th time he struck out in this game alone, and that's not something you'll forget very quickly. That's about as bad of a day as you can have.
To the plate now, Freddie Santiago, as he'll swing and lift a fly ball to right center. Gutierrez is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Cubs, but they'll live with it as they hold a 9-0 lead. Into the box now, Johnny Nunez. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Here comes the first pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball, but no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Well executed 2-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Jorge Peralta will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Now here's the pitch. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. Peralta, a California-born ball player. This is his first year at the big league level. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
You hear that phrase, climb the ladder, all the time, and that's pretty much what he did right there. When you change the hitter's eye level with each pitch in that at-bat, it becomes very hard for him to adjust and put the bat on the ball. He made that strikeout look real easy.
Stepping in now, Joe Gutierrez, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
You know, over the course of a full season, you're going to have some clunkers, and this certainly looks like one. By the look on the manager's face, he's going to probably call a meeting after this.
The 1-1 is taken for ball 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Just off the inside part of the plate. It's 3-1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
And he somehow gets that one by him. 3-2 now.
Hey, it's tough when your team is being held scoreless on the scoreboard. He was trying to put him on the board with a swing like that one.
Swing and a line drive, but foul. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Down in order go the Braves. They're down 9-0. Jim Reyes gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Pete Armstrong.
The center fielder, Pete Armstrong.
First delivery to him on the way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Bonds arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first
The
out.
right fielder, number 21, Sammy Sosa.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Sammy Sosa, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here.
Yeah, Matt, that last one wasn't exactly a tape measure shot, but listen, a home run is a home run. I know a lot of pitchers, they call that a wall scraper in his last AB, but listen, it counts as a home run nonetheless.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Gutierrez is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
The left fielder, number 24, Tito Suzuki.
Digging in once again, Sito Suzuki. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. A 1-1.
Count 2-1.
2 out, nobody on. Line drive to center field. And a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game. So that knock keeps the bottom of the 6th inning hot.
Hey guys, that's an excellent job right there. That's a back foot slider. Usually those are kryptonite for most batters, and he's able to fight it off, keep his hands inside the baseball, and deliver a base hit.
At the plate now, Jesse Padilla. That's a strike to throw down. Not in time. He's in there at second.
That's a great call from the dugout to put the runner in motion that time. With 2 outs and a good hitter at the plate, it's a pretty low-risk play. If he's out, you still got the same good hitter leading off the next inning. But if he's safe, he's in scoring position and a lot easier to drive in.
0-1 count and the pitch.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning.
Cubs strand 1, but they hold a 9-0 lead. Stepping into the box, Omar Rodriguez. And Dan, he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ball, that's it.
A 1-1. Hard hit ball to second. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting, left fielder, Barry Bonds.
Stepping into the box, Barry Bonds. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
Hey, this guy's been throwing a gem so far. We're moving on later into this game, and he's right at about league average for first pitch strikes.
A ball and a strike now. Now the 1-1 pitch. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning.
Up next for Atlanta, the catcher, Lon Rogers.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Lon Rogers. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A ball and a strike.
If he's able to locate that 2-seamer down at the knees, he's going to get a ton of swing and miss and a ton of ground balls today.
And he lays off this one down and in for ball 2.
2 balls, 1 strike, the count.
2 balls and 2 strikes now to the Braves catcher.
Boy, he's been great in this one, and he's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
And it's late in his afternoon of work, and the longer this at bat goes, the better chance of him making a mistake. But as a guy starts to tire, they're more likely to leave the ball up. But man, he's been good so far.
And he fouls this one off. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They're looking up at a 9-0 deficit. Last half of the 7th here, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Jason Kipnis. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ball down.
Fouled away. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1.
Ball that's outside.
Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. Now the 3-2 pitch. Softly hit here to the left side. And that is down, as that could be 2 bases. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
Man, that swing looked like self-defense than a real quality swing, but hey, he muscled it out there, and it was enough to get him safely to second. Those are the kind of hits that will drive you nuts as a pitcher.
Into the box now, Ryan Buckner, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. Takes this the other way to right. Gutierrez is there, 1 away. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
And now the Cubs pitcher, Sum Igawa. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned a chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
First offering on its way.
Ball that's inside.
On the ground to third. Great effort on the dive, but it's through into left. Throw comes into third now, so they're at the corners here with only 1 out.
Hey, have a day right here. 3rd knock of the game for the pitcher. Don't be shocked if he's not in a 3-hole for this manager tomorrow.
In now, J.C. Embry, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. Looking at his career totals, Embry begins play with a slugging percentage north of .525. Certainly a line he can take pride in. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him, and I doubt there was any intent behind that.
Whoa, he looks a little frustrated out there, and I don't blame him. He gives up a couple of hits early in the inning, and then he plunks this guy. He's fighting himself a little bit, so they might want to head out to the mound and try to calm him down.
The next Cub up, Freddie Santiago. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. From the belt, the pitch.
Ball 1.
Love the fact that he's not scared to go right back inside with another fastball. I know he hit the last guy, but if he's going to have success, he's got to establish that pitch in.
Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. Outside with the fastball as the count moves to 2-1 now.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Would have been a grand slam if he'd straightened it out. Instead, it's a foul ball. This is flared out towards second. To second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Just what the doctor ordered. He gets the double play to get him out of the inning. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. The next to bat for Atlanta, Doug Taylor. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
First pitch on its way. As mentioned early in the broadcast, this series finale had the potential to result in a series sweep, and at this point in the game, it's looking rather promising.
Hey, Matty V, Yogi Berra had a great saying, it ain't over till it's over. Well, this one's just about over with the team playing as well as they are and leading by as much as they are. This one is pretty much in the books.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off 1-2. And even sweeter, of course, is getting that series sweep in your own ballpark in front of the home faithful. So we'll see if they can send these fans home happy.
No doubt about it. Fan base is excited. They're all out in full force, coming to the ballpark, hoping to witness a sweep, and it looks pretty good at this point.
Montoya.
Now at the plate, Lorenzo Montoya, 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Here comes the first pitch. In there, and it's 0-1.
0-1 for the count.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. This is skied out toward right. Right fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, number 17.
So digging in now, Bryant Light. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Sosa is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Down in order go the Braves. They're down 9-0. Now at the plate, Pete Armstrong. He went deep earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point.
Pete Armstrong.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. 0-1. Here it comes. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
2-2. Too high, ball 3.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
This is popped up. Light has a play. And that's the first out of the inning.
The right fielder.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Settling in now, Sammy Sosa. First pitch coming. Here it is. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, he's digging for second. And he is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon.
Now batting, the left fielder.
Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Doug Halsey is in out of the bullpen now, as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Mario Nunez is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
Number 37, Mario Nunez.
So now to the plate, Sito Suzuki, as he'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball 1. One out and a runner on second base. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now. Has a look, now the pitch.
That's ball 2.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
Fouled off. The 2-2.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome, you go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Swung on and lifted down the left field line. Bonds is there, and he'll bring this one in. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
The catcher, number 3, Padilla.
Digging in the switch hitter, Jesse Padilla. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Ball 1.
And this is up and in, ball 1. Now some action in the Braves bullpen as they'll stand up a right-hander to get loose. 2 out here and a runner at second. Liner toward right center, and that's in there. Base hit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. It's a 10-0 score.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his 3rd RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Well, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
Now in the box, Jason Kipnis. He's 1 for 4 for the game. First delivery to him on the way.
One of my favorite pitches in the game right there. The old Greg Maddux equalizer. Started at the front hip and bring it back.
The 0-1 pitch. And it's fouled away. 2 out with the man at first. And he fouls this one off. A ball and 2 strikes to Kipnis.
1 ball.
You know, there aren't many guys that can just spit on an 0-2 pitch like that. Maybe it fooled him. We won't ever know, but it worked out.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Well, this has been a good at-bat. He's now worked the count full to 3-2. It allows the runner on first to be on the move with 2 away.
And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Chicago. 9th inning coming up. It's the Cubbies 10 and the Braves nothing. Stepping up now, Johnny Nunez starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make them try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. The 1-1 home. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Fouled away. Another try at 2-2. And a swing and a miss on the fastball, and there's the first out here in the ninth.
Up next for Atlanta, the second baseman, Mario Nunez.
Striding in, Mario Nunez. Here comes the first pitch. Low for ball one. Bases are empty, one man out. Now a good pitch on the inside part of the plate ties him up, and it's 1-1. Here it comes. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. And now a pitch on the way. Grounded to short. Taken in by Kipnis. On to first, and that means the Braves are now down to their final out.
Now batting, the right fielder, Joe Gutierrez.
So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Joe Gutierrez. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Popped him up. And he'll put this one away without much trouble, and the Cubs finish the job and complete the series sweep of their rivals at home.
Wow, talk about total dominance. 9 innings, only 2 hits allowed. That's about as good as it gets. This guy was as good in the 9th inning as he was in the first. So close to baseball history.
10-0, the final shutout score in this one. Chicago put a 10 spot on the scoreboard in this one. Sam Igawa with his 4th win this season as he allows only 2 hits over 9 full innings. Anthony Sparks struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.